I'm trying to find this. Let's see. Oh, there we are. Finally, found us. There we go. Yeah, it might take a little while, but I did find this finally. So there we go. Yeah, I have, if you are a subscriber to the subscription box from DecoExchange, y'all know this was part of your May box. Y'all, I have one more flip-flop sign, and I want to use it, of the watermelons. Watermelons have been selling really good for me, so I already sold the one I did yesterday, and now I want to make the last one that I have. So I'm not sure if y'all are seeing me. Hopefully y'all are. Y'all, that's a janky. That is a janky wreath form. Return to the pile. I'm not saying I'm picky, but I'm picky. Good morning, y'all. So just get my wreath frame ready. Realizing I need to put my bolt in my pocket because it keeps going off. Okay. So I'm going to use a 21-inch mesh for this one. I want it nice and big and full. So just throwing that down to the floor. Gonna go all the way around the inner ring. Something I learned last night. So I had an order for some flamingo wreaths, and they wanted pinks and greens and just fun, bright summer colors. I was like, okay, that's perfect. Now, I don't take custom orders very often, y'all, so I was like, I gotta make sure this one's okay. Well, I ran out of the evergreen vases, so I used my work forms, and I actually made them into an oval shape. Y'all know, if you watched Megan before on the DecoExchange app or on the Facebook page, she uses evergreen bases 99% of the time. It's rare that she uses a different base. So I was like, I gotta find a way to make this oval. So I did. I made them oval last night. So I was like, whew. Gotta take a picture of them though. She said that she's got two big doors in front of her house, and she didn't want just one wreath, she wanted two. I was like, okay, perfect. So I measured these poofs at 10 inches. Now we'll come in and we're going to measure this one at 11 inches. My outer ring is 11 inches. It's a little bit tighter. I used to do 12 inches, but I'm cutting back that 1 inch just to make it a little bit tighter in there. Now you can use this mesh not only for this sign, but also the strawberry sign. The strawberry flip-flops. So you can always do that as well. Good morning, y'all. So just going around the outer ring now. Already done the inner ring. We're doing the outer ring now. Hey, Tarina. I am going to make one more watermelon wreath, y'all. One more. It'll be the last watermelon one. For sure the last watermelon. But y'all, so it's crazy. Last night I was texting Megan and I told her, I was like, you know what? I was like, it's weird. I was like, lemons do really, really well for you. I was like, and watermelons have done really, really well for me. All my watermelon wreaths that I've posted, I've sold. So that's really good. So y'all, people like watermelons. People like watermelons and they love lemons. Both of those. So these are 11 inches on the outer ring. 21-inch mesh. Now you don't have to use the 21-inch mesh if you don't want to. You can do 10-inch mesh. Well, good morning, Southern Craft Patch. Yeah, so I do try and read the comments and try and answer any questions y'all have, if y'all have any. This design, this mesh works perfect for, I've had this mesh a long time, y'all. I don't even know if they even make it anymore. I think they do. They make red, white, and white stripes. So, and I've seen that before. Red and white stripe mesh. So it's perfect for Christmas, perfect for Valentine's Day, perfect for patriotic. Y'all, I am done with patriotic designs. It is time to move on to the next holiday. So I live in Texas, and y'all know, if you're from Texas, you know the long-standing tradition of homecoming mums and garters. So that's what I have to do in June and July. So I'm trying to get as much fall and Halloween done and prepped before I bring out all of that glitzy stuff, y'all, because it's gonna be everywhere. Wearing my favorite shirt. The number on the mesh is RE1042N5. Let me type that in the box, y'all. RE1042N5. Ooh, Jesse, you have this in black and white? Jealous. Hashtag jealous. So look how nice and full our base is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to squish this one just a little bit, yo. I want to make that little oval shape. So just squishing it a little bit. Bringing that in. Because I really want a nice big wreath. So there we go. We've squished it. I do need to cut some ruffles for the inner ring. Oh, wrong mesh. I'm going to just go ahead and use the pink, leftover pink. And I'm going to see how many I can get. Hopefully I can get the 18 ruffles that I need. I think I can. At 24 inches. And that's going to be both for the inner and the outer ring. So I used all of my lime green already. Basically, I've used up, I think, all the black and white that came in the monthly box. So I am definitely getting my money's worth out of this monthly box, y'all. It was a great box. So I actually get 2 boxes. I have the regular box, and then I have the deluxe box. So I get double the supplies. And I'm so glad I have it set up that way, because last night I needed the lime green and the pink for these custom orders that I had. And I was like, oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just the inner ring. I hope I have enough for the outer ring. I might have to. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Ran out of green, but you know what, that's okay. So I'm actually going to measure this out to be these are 20 inches. These are going to be on the inner ring, y'all. And then I need 2 more cuts for my outer ring. So I think I have just enough, y'all. Just enough. Like, I'm going to be scraping by, but it's okay. It's a good excuse to get rid of that mesh, y'all. Okay, so let's see. We got this, this, and this. Oh, I got my little piles. I'm gonna pile them up all on the sides over here. That's okay. So y'all, don't be afraid to make that round base a little oval if you want to. I think so with oval bases like this, it really fills in, and you can add some of your larger items. You can add larger signs. You can add a lot of people love to use the characters, so like the hand sewn characters, like the ones with the top hats or witch hats, whatever it may be. Excuse me. So I feel like you have a little bit more room to add some of those bigger elements into a base like this. So we're just going in and adding our mesh on the inner ring, and then we're going to add our mesh on the outer ring, which is just going to be the hot pink because we're out of lime green. Oh, thanks, Brenda. I really appreciate that. I do have my days though. I'm like, I'm sure everyone struggles with this. I don't know. And it's not to deter anyone from creating or anything, but I know, like, there are some days where I'm just like, you know what, I don't feel like making a wreath today. That is not a part of my journey today. A few weeks ago, that's why you hadn't seen me on YouTube or Facebook. Like, I was not motivated, y'all. I mean, I wasn't motivated to do wreaths or swags or anything. I had a lot of stuff to do for a graduation party, which I'm decorating for hopefully tomorrow night. So that'll be great. I have all hands on deck, my parents and my brother. So we are doing that party tomorrow night, but I was trying to prep for it, make sure I have everything. And I literally had like a pile of like 5 boxes that came in. I hadn't opened them. I just had stuff just piled right here in my work area. You can even like walk into it, y'all. And I sent y'all know Megan from Gal vs. Glue Gun, who's also one of our guest creative coaches in the creative coaching group. She and I would talk like every day. I was like, I'm just not motivated to do wreaths or anything. She's like, that's okay. She's like, you're motivated to do stuff for that graduation party. I was like, that's true. I was like, so I was still creative, but there are sometimes where I'm like, I don't feel like making a wreath today. I don't feel like making a swag today. So sometimes, like in the creative coaching group, I'll switch it up. Like on Monday, we did a cake attachment. You know, a really cute cake attachment. And then there are some days where I'm just like, you know what? I'm getting in the car and I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. Like the actual Hobby Lobby. So I call our storage behind our house Hobby Lobby too. So I'm like, I'm actually going to Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna drive the 2.5 hours to go to Hobby Lobby. Now there are 2 things I am gonna put in this wreath because I did make them. I made some for Megan and I made some for myself. Y'all know I do make wreath attachments as well. So I made me some watermelon slices I'm going to add into this design. Time to clear out some shelves here, y'all, because I've got Halloween and fall on my mind like no other, y'all. I am ready to make some Halloween designs. I know a lot of people probably thinking, what in the world? Halloween already? Yes, y'all. Yes. It is that time. It is that time of year already. I can't believe it is already. So here's our base, nice and full. So my flip-flop is going to sit about just like that. I kind of got inspired last night by Megan's design. So the way she did her flip-flop. But I want to put that. And then I do have these 2 little watermelon slices that I made a few weeks ago. So I did make these, y'all. There's no pattern, nothing. I just made them myself. They're out of foam board. They're a felt wreath attachment. So I have an idea of one up here and one down here. And even sometimes, y'all, if I don't want to go like to the actual store, like I'll go to DecoExchange.com. I'll go to shoplikejourn.com and see if they have anything new and exciting. I'm like, let's see what they've got here. Ooh, that's awesome, y'all. My mom was in so my little brother was due in February, and she held him and she's like, I am not having a Valentine's Day baby. She said that. She's like, I did not want a Valentine's Day baby. I was like, why not? She's like, no, because then she's like, it's always going to be a Valentine's Day baby. And I'm like, oh, that's true. So she was like, nope, no Valentine's Day baby for me. Janet says, how far ahead should we think in making wreaths? In wreaths. So you always want to get your stuff moving and grooving on the algorithms. So you want to make sure that you that you're ahead of it. Y'all, I'm gonna start posting some of my old Christmas, not old Christmas wreaths, but some of the Christmas wreaths that I have that are still available for purchase, that aren't in my Etsy shop, because they like Christmas in July. So that's what I want to focus on as well. Christmas in July. Yeah, I'll tell you, this is mainly hanging out, making a wreath, all the fun stuff. But you can always catch us in the creative coaching group, y'all. There's a coach in there live Sunday through Saturday, Sunday through Friday, because we do have a lot of coaches. But y'all, if you ever have really tough questions or something you really want answered, and like let's say there's a technique that Tammy does and you want her guidance on it, y'all, don't be afraid to ask those questions in there. Yo, my mom was born the same thing with my grandma when she had my mom. She was like, I did not want your mom born on Christmas, so she held her in. She kept her in there a few extra days. And my mom was born on the 28th of December. So she gets mad at me every year, and I'm like, you're just a Christmas baby. That's it. You're just a Christmas baby. None of this gift giving for your birthday. I was like, you just got Christmas presents. And she was like, what are you getting me for Christmas? I mean, for my birthday. I was like, ma'am, did you not like that $300 purse that I got you? Hello. I'm like, that's what you get for Christmas. And your birthday. And all the holidays. In between. And I normally have a different view than this, but I haven't moved the Mevo because I've been having a issue with the Mevo, and I'm like, I don't want to anger it. Did you ever make the dolly on the bike? I did not, and I don't even know what I did with the little bike. It's somewhere in this house. And it said, I'm a New Year's baby, and my brother was born January of that year. So we were like twins. Went through everything together. He ended up being my bone marrow stem cell transplant donor. Oh, wow. Y'all, are y'all like me and have like 50 pairs of scissors laying around? Carolyn, that's a lot of twos. I've never heard of that. Catherine, I can see your comments. I just saw that one. I don't know why I'm not being able to chat. I mean, I don't know. Y'all, that's why they made all these pretty ribbons. Mix them up. Don't be afraid of them. Do not be afraid of the ribbons, y'all. They can't do anything but what you tell them to do. Y'all, just think of it this way. If you're If your husband or your kids don't want to listen, at least you know your ribbon will. Ribbons are like laundry. They're always there. Uh, 24 by 24. And then I buy the multi-depth ones, so, because sometimes, really 24 by 24 is about my standard size box. 22 by 22 as well. And like I said, I buy the multi-depth box. So if I only need it at 8 inches, I can cut it into 8 inches. (22 by 22 and 24 by 24). Hold on now. Plug in the fan, y'all. My friends make fun of my fan, but it comes in handy. Oh, now that's a tough question, Pat. I will tell you, that is a tough question to answer because I know some people have better luck ordering them from places like Uline or Granger. So it really just depends, because I do know that I think Uline and Granger both offer pickups. So if you have either one of those within the area, then it's great. But if you don't, then you have to pay for the shipping. So it really just depends. But for me, I want to be honest with you, I get mine from Amazon. I get my boxes from Amazon. If I'm in a pinch, I will say, if I'm in a pinch and I know that they're not going to get here in time and I have some orders I need to go out, I will use boxes from Lowe's or Home Depot. That's what I used to use, so there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so we've added our ribbon. Okay, so now I've got all my ribbons right here. Well, most of them. Pick these up. Only the finest of ribbon weights, y'all, will do for Jordan. Yes, yes, Donna. Oh, dang it. So this is, y'all, I just started making the bow. I'm sorry. This is about a 10-inch loop, so, because it measures about 5 inches, so 10-inch. And then I always start, so this one is 10-inch, and then these will usually be about 11. And then I'll just go up an inch every time I make a loop. Well, what is the point of having a do not disturb on your phone if they can still disturb you? What the heck? But that's the whole purpose of do not disturb. So they cannot disturb you. Not while I'm teaching. Rude. It's okay, girl. It's all good. So this ribbon is a designer ribbon. These are all inexpensive ribbons, y'all. And that's one thing I love to do. I love to mix my inexpensive with a nice designer ribbon. It makes my bow stand out. So always don't be afraid to, I don't want to say always, but don't be afraid to mix your designer ribbons with your inexpensive ribbons. Look at that. 4 pairs of scissors. And I have a whole little basket full over there too. So there's our bow. That's where it's gonna go, like right here. And, you know, we're almost done. We're gonna be almost completely done. I know, crazy. Adjusting those ribbons, my tails. I want them to do, like I said, y'all, if your kids and your husband don't want to listen, or your significant other, at least you know your ribbons will. Well, most ribbons. There's some out there that are a little sketchy, but 99% of the times all the ribbons I get from Deco have been great ribbons. How do I keep my ribbons sharp? So I have like 15 pairs, so I alternate them. So I really don't know which ones are the most dull, being 100% honest. I'm sure there's some dull ones in there, but I do try and steer clear of using the using them with sticky items. So the other day I had to use some foam adhesive, some self-adhesive foam sheets, and it got sticky, so I had to use glasses, because I wear glasses, y'all. I used the little wipe that I used to clean my glasses. I was like, well, let's see if this works. And it cleaned it right off, so I was like, oh yes, thank goodness. But I did order a new, I think I ordered 2 pairs last night. 2 pairs yesterday. So my bow, normally I'm the person that wants my bow on the right hand side, but because I'm putting the bow on, I'm putting my flip-flops in here like this, I didn't want this, I didn't want it on the right hand side, I want it on the left hand side. Yeah, and I think these scissors, the blue handle scissors from Deco, I think are like $10 or $12. So I will gladly pay the $12 to have some extra pairs of scissors around. So, there we go. That's exactly what I needed you to do. See? Yep, scissors are like ribbon, you can never have enough. Never. Never enough. Okay, so we've got that, and now we're gonna add in our flip-flops. So this one, these do come with a sawtooth hanger on the back, but I do need to punch a little hole here, and I just use my jewelry hole punch, and I punch in 2 little holes right here on the sign. The flip-flops came from the monthly supply box, wreathsupplybox.com. There are, oh darn it, I hate when that happens. There are some supply boxes available on DecoExchange. If you're not a subscriber, or if you want to subscribe to it, you can. You can go to wreathsupplybox.com, because they are a metal flip-flop, y'all. I love these. These are so cute. So there's one, and now we're going to put our second sign up. So I put a pipe cleaner right through here and one right through here. Y'all, the Wreath supply box is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And I love my supply boxes, y'all. Now, of course, this part is optional if you don't want to do it. I have started doing this. I learned it from Megan. And it's definitely committing to it, but I do add a little bit of hot glue. Just a little bit of hot glue onto the back of the sign to make sure that it doesn't move anymore. Okay, y'all. This ribbon was coming along with the wreath. It's not your time to shine. So now these I did make. I made these myself. So, but yeah, you can find watermelon attachments just about anywhere. Y'all can type in like on Etsy or Google watermelon attachment, and some will probably pop up. Yeah, it's something I learned from Megan doing the glue. Like I said, now it's definitely a commitment. Once you put it on there, like it ain't coming off. So I haven't struggled with that. I mean, I like adding it in there. It adds that little extra step of security, you know. So that's why I do like to add the glue on there. You know, I was like, why is my flip-flop wobbly? I never tied down the bottom one. Oops. You know, the other thing too, I have learned from her, you know, if your loops aren't staying where you want them to, don't be afraid to put a little hot glue back behind it. I know it's a designer ribbon, y'all, but that's why they made pretty ribbons, for us to use them. So you can pat that down. So that's one thing I've started to notice. Like, we learn something from each other every chance we can. So I do have mounting squares on these, so that's what I'm attaching it with. Yeah, so it's gonna bond to that ribbon. I do try and make sure that I do glue it to some ribbon though. I don't just glue it to the mesh. Perfect. Just where I wanted that. They're made from foam board. I made them myself. Y'all, I learn a lot of things from Deco, who is our oh, well, that's nice, y'all. I just put those in there, and I didn't realize there was a hole on the other side of it, so they all fell to the ground. So that's great. I bought that sign made like that, so I have no idea what machine they use for that. That sign came in the monthly box, so that's something that the company makes. Okay, so now we're just going to add some greenery. Hey Carol, how are you, friend? Adding that into my wreath tie. I chose the pinks and the whites. Sticking with the theme. And y'all, once I add this, I'll be done. I will be done. Where's one with the fiddler? That's what Megan calls them, the berry bush. It's got that little fern on it, which I absolutely love on that. Add these in. Whoop, whoop. Carol is gonna make a cake. She's on her way to buy the cake rounds. Awesome, 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 awesome. Awesome blossom. We are almost done, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. We certainly do appreciate everyone that follows along with us. Well, there's a plethora of tutorials here on the YouTube channel or the Facebook page as well. There's a slew of tutorials, y'all. If you don't know how to make a bow, you can make a bow. If you want to learn how to make a wreath, you can make a wreath. Grapevine wreath, we teach that too. So, lots and lots of stuff to learn. And you never know what you're going to learn. You never know, y'all. You learn something new every day. Right? Right. Come on. Okay, so adding just these in. I'm also making sure I add them to the wreath ties, y'all. I don't just depend on the glue or gravity and glue. No, I make sure that they are in there. And using the last little bit, y'all, putting it where my bow is, because I personally feel like when you add it to your bow, it really ties everything in together. That looks way better now that I see it. So that's why I'm glad I didn't glue it down, y'all. That looks way better right there than where I originally had it. So that's all I did, y'all, was just move it. Especially since I hadn't glued it down. So that's great that I hadn't glued it down, because now I was able to move it. Yeah, that looks better, much better. Okay, so y'all, there is our watermelon wreath using the sign from the monthly subscription box from DecoExchange. Y'all, if you haven't signed up for it, it is $60 a month, and that does include the shipping. But the regular box is has a retail value of between $80 and $90 worth of supplies, y'all, in there. So each month it's different. It's not always the same. It's not a wreath kit. Y'all can go to wreathsupplybox.com. Now there is two options. There is another box that's available as an upgrade. It's the deluxe version. The deluxe version has custom printed signs that they print in-house there at Deco. So that's what's awesome. And those signs aren't just available to anybody, y'all. Those are exclusive to people that are subscribed to the deluxe box, and that one is $94.95. You do get 5 extra signs. Sometimes it's all metal signs. You also get some stickers, and sometimes they throw in a door hanger, y'all. I've been subscribed to the deluxe box for a year already, and I know they've already thrown in 2 door hangers, 2 wood door hangers, so that's awesome. Okay, but y'all, thanks for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I will be back next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, y'all, at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. But, y'all, until then, you can probably catch me on the DecoExchange Facebook page. You can always catch me there, or you can always catch me on Comment Sold. Okay? So, y'all have a good rest of your day.